Vitalios.
Doesn't deal my share.
Mukiri Sasta.
Taramikakistai.
Persona tetamo.
Sugrina.
Simpra piuntis.
Tereulios.
Mazambushan.
Listos. Cogita perde osta maché. Sila matuccio. Tanaste.
Agnosenta. Tu gravita sta.
Scena senta. Solicente dia.
Tereso.
Sala haladium.
Mo, benestasi. Disa, onestasi. Bagrim!
Ligaratus.
Cogitenta. chi sentirna.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
Allo sei.
Loricata.
Oh, ma.
Beretusta.
Barosta.
Ratana. Avira sei.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens when the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one. Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes, the exiled rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone. Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength into the flames. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame. Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns. Splendid. Edwin doused the adversary's flames. Engulfed within the aura. banished? Yes. A shameful outcome. It is what the scribes ordained. The orb. As per the sacred law. Yes. The rite is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
Nu mai naraz.
Sundaše Miloše.
Tora Thoste. Solisham Ta. على زيت لما
Consilia.
Indaratarios.
Damarilios Ta.
Bravo sta frati.
Kereamios.
Non da tigra, frati.
Tase.
Interuvina.
Loriomatas.
Yapi.
Aderas.
Istalium.
Bana, frati.
Me proxesilam.
Lust här är isim.
Soldiamente mal.
Nu caraga c'è.
Satan ras.
Cognare munca.
Frida, the stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Gaul at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Whosever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
Simquagre.
Non cadigra.
Tumaga versen.
Yarusatemlo Samtia.
ganzer Schnall. Begin! Oh, boo. Bye-bye, Headwind. Have the accusers underestimated you? Oh, my word.
Masuria Saventusta.
It seems that you have flustered the accusers.
Sabat na mina.
Arunca.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? Come on! A daring display. Flinging the orb into the flames like that. You elude banishment using such tricks. Sublime! Some chaos. And it is done. You have prevailed. Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory. Guron Salashe. Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment. Only the enlightened can regain their freedom. The demon scribe bestows his favor.
Yeah?
Madonnache.
What? Answer.
So, would you mind being our recommendation for a dog so that you could say that we're
No, that's
gonna
fine.
cook them?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Fideliosta.
Consilta vidias.
Conceal de vidias. Ligoratus. Qui sentirna. Subterras. Que rapacitas. Peleo sunta.
Sima quadre.
Certabase.
Curon saloche.
Gratiam.
Chissà, frati. Esa... Pah. Molioche.
Fine evening, is it not? Good evening.
Assim pegar. Isso é fama. Tirametta, frati.
Oh, no. I muted the mic, that's why you couldn't hear me. I was hollering at my roommates a minute ago. I knew straight away that you were a real judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounced off the wagon. Ryuki gained +1 hope for the next right. Thanks for the heads up, though. I appreciate that, Burrito. Because I will occasionally do that. Ruki knows this mountain passed through to an arid region further north. The climate here in the Jumar Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, among the 8 scribes, the Alpha Chief Jomir, Manny Main, took a special liking to this region. Exile curs roam this land's sand-swept fossil wasteland. We have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you cross the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversation. You need but say the word, Hedwin. Oh, come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jody approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us, but at the present we have room for you and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jody leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for your new guest. The stowaway is overjoyed at this. Really? You are so kind. You are most kind. To someone you just met, like me, may the 8 scribes smile upon you all. Some revere them as gods, believing they bound themselves to exile so that others could live free. Centuries of oral tradition have shaped the history of the 8 scribes into myth and legend. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwin. Hey, so, what gives? First Sarita, now we're taking her along too? What, we gonna take in every bit and drive imp we find now too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Who, Sandalwood? I thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. Sandalwood, the apparent name of some mysterious informant of Hedwin, Jodariel, and Ruki. He asked us to use our best judgment. Besides, we sent her away, she'll go telling anyone she finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So, I can come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty, and a little tired, too. Yes, you're welcome here with us. One question, though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just, back home, they called me lots of names. Like, for the color of my hair. They made fun of you just 'cause you got gray hair? That's it. My name, it rhymes with gray. My name, it's just, they called me lots of names. He sensed the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name that she felt best suited her. And we're gonna go with, we got May, Kay, Faye, Day, Zay, Shay, Ray. Lay, Che, Nay, Tay, Jay, Gay, Bay. Go with Ray. I like the name Ray. You suggest that the stowaway's girl name is Ray. Why, that's it. My name is Ray. She's a young vagabond girl with an odd manner and an unshakable sense of curiosity. My name is Ray. Where I'm from, they called me Ray the Wretched. But I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Ray along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. Ray joined the group. She's tired, but excited. The black wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of the Jomar Valley. Your companions wish to hole up here for the night, to give Ray and all of you a little time to rest. Talk to her. Ray seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, miss. You are the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age, almost to the very day, but I am older by 3 weeks, so I am giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He's a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. My little brother, sure. He pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much, but he's my family. I am very happy to be here with my family. I thought that I'd lost them all again. I thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we've stopped now, haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance in case the scribes are watching. Bye, miss. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Yeah, that little girl's weird. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jody motions for you to join them. Best get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be forged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know. Prepare us for the next raid. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps a sense of isolation well at bay. Alright. I'm gonna just do the same thing I did when I played before and just go forage for resources at the dung boulders. Well, sister, had enough scrounging for one day. Usually there isn't much, but if you never look, you never get. And believe you me, it adds up. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Ray seems enthusiastic for whichever route you chose. Let's see... Glue Hive? So again, I'm just gonna do basically mirror what I've done before. That way I'm getting no advantages or anything. Of maybe picking a different way that I didn't. Ray's behaving stranger than usual as you traverse the rocky pathways of Fall Flat. Even when the wild curs of the valley avoid the oppressive heat of this place. This is the path that Jomer Many ran across so many times. Can you not feel his presence, him and all his friends, here in the sand, and in the air, and all about? 6 of the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Brave, or the Alpha Chief. An Alpha Chief that united the curs under a single banner and charted half the known world. At first you pay little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to have more of a lightness in their step. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. So we gained 1 quickness for our next raid. So that should make us all a little bit faster. En route to the spring of Jomer, you hear all about the roving slug market, which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. Talk to Hedwyn. Hedwyn motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was on the blood border for several years. An outrider. No real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the harp swooped in, was up to me to raise the alarm. The northern edge of the Commonwealth is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity from the cover of clouds or darkness. Harps are a winged race, also known as the high-wing remnants, at war with the Commonwealth. They are as coarse as their feathers. They hold themselves superior. The Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. One day the harps came without warning, no alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they brand me Hedwyn the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post. My friends, they paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hedwyn looks at you as his smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell, but I know that you've been wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met that you'd go free as well if any of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. There's not much good here in the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. In the worlds of Golathanian, the Master General, how many nations did I scour in the name of the Solarian, in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land, and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. Our legions relished the autonomy. We did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name and vowed to seek it out. Hey guys, how's it going, Mr. Greentail? Been a while and all that. Hey Ron, it's going. Say, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say, you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been there around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Ruki signals you in a furtive way. Ron, he's a traveling sales creature and proprietor of the Downside Slug Market. Here's the deal, sister. God Informant says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our other stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So anyways, you got something for me or what? That plain parcel you got there. I could take it off your paws if you want. Give him that too. Hey, you know, I'll take it, Mr. Greentail, though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, you gonna take something off my hands here, or what? That's a one-of-a-kind finger you got there, you know, and you got yourselves a real good deal from me as well, so thanks. Oh, hold on just a second. Okay. I'm gonna go with this guy. Let's see. I can get both of those. Apparently any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of the thing during the rites. I mean, just a question of who gets to try it out. Your fellow exiles may have a talisman equipped. Leave her out next time. Anyways, Dad over here, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around, and so you see, Ruki indicates to you that now would be a good time to depart. Probably a good call there, Rook. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like her. Seems real nice, you know. Alright, on to our next rite. As you complete preparations for the rites to commence, you notice Ray approaching. You notice that she is wearing your companion's raiments. We can go home? Ray, I thought I made myself quite clear that you're not to touch those robes. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Jodariel. I thought that maybe you were just being funny at the time. Unbelievable. Hey, something's happening in the sky. I think we're up. Sure are, Ruki. Let's do this.
Reader, what brings you to the spring of Jomir? Why, it must have been the stars. Although it seems that your triumvirate now numbers 4 exiles, not the expected 3. The rules of the rights were not created for you to besmirch. Prepare now to confront the fate. They still honor the traditions of the scribes, and surely have been longing for this chance. But first, you have a choice to make.
Every once in a while, this narrator dude kind of reminds me of Alan Rickman. The sky burns bright once more as your next adversaries on the rights approach. Alan Rickman was Severus Snape, if you don't know who Alan Rickman is. Died like 2-3 years ago now. Rest in peace, Mr. Rickman. Their apparent leader is a bent old cur who regards you with a formal bow. At his side is an intense young man. I hail you, exiles of the Night Wings, and I am grateful that you chose to grace us with your presence once again. I am called Dalbert Oldheart, and this is my son, Almer. He is an honorable old cor, bent on upholding the sacred traditions of the rights with his son. He's the dutiful foster son of Dalbert Oldheart, and is very protective of him above all else. We need not greet them, father. We shall face you in the field this night, and may the victor's pyre burn eternal. But first, we offer you a token of good faith, and show of appreciation that the Night Wings have returned. Dalbert approaches you with something in his paw. You sense his motives are sincere as he hands you a small talisman. Thanks, Dalbert. Seems like a good guy. That cur was very kind. And his son, he was so caring, wasn't he? When can we start? I want to help you beat them. We need 3 of us exactly to conduct a rite, but we've got 4 now besides the reader. This ought to be her call. Someone has to stand aside for this time. I volunteer. No volunteering, chum. It ought to be the reader's call, remember? Very well then, reader. Who shall it be? Henceforth you shall choose 3 exiles. Okay, well...
Who shall stand together here this night?
Jody already got a level, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on using her. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Hedwyn. You didn't have to do this, but I'll do my best. I'll go with Rookie. Don't have to tell me twice, sister. And last but not least, give her that. Oh, me? Thank you. Thank you for believing me, because I think the scribes do too.
It is done.
If you intend to prevail in the rights, you would be wise not to exclude me next time. I mean, you say that. Nightwings, I trust you are all well prepared for these old eyes, yet see that the rites shall be commencing momentarily. Are you quite ready too, my son? I hope so, father. Here now, let me show you. We got basically the same setup here.
Now begin.
Oh, wrong button. Oh yeah, we got that.
A flame is stricken. Good.
Oh shoot. Oh no. I'll take it. Trying to keep a full team of 3 there. Look forth, my son. The waters of Jomir Minimane bring blessings unto us this eve. Perhaps our chances come at last. We need more than blessings to prevail against them, father. Please, keep fighting.
A boon come from the stars themselves.
Oh, damn, he just took off.
Enough for Dalbert and his faithful son. Oh, Dalbert's son when proof. Absolution.
And she goes. Can't catch me.
Glory to
Oh,
the
damn, she
scribe.
jumps way far.
Now, end the ceremony. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail. Glorious performance, I must say. Perhaps you shan't be quite so fortunate next time.
Mazambu Simda.
We did it.
Paracetamol.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I wonder what will happen to the fate. They seemed so nice, didn't they? An honorable tribe determined to uphold the traditions of the rights, led by the good Albert Oldheart, with the help of his adopted son, the savage Almar the Helpless. Exiles of the Nightwings, the dawn is yours, and may you earn your freedom. But, Father, the dawn might have been ours. We failed. I have failed you. Nonsense. We are the fate. We do what is ordained, and nothing less. Now let us go, my son, for I am weary once again. What a nice guy.
Much to learn from this experience.
I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. Let's see. Can either gains 50% more stamina, letting him jump and sprint more often. Oh man. That's pretty helpful.
The Master General reveals his stratagem. It seems the exiled rookie opened
See that,
up
Chubbs?
his
Old
eyes.
rookie Greentails got some bite in him yet. Just make him a Pyre destroyer. Yeah,
A blessing from the Alpha
he's gonna be
Chief
my Pyre
himself.
destroyer.
Until the stars align.
Hello, excuse me. I mean, would you excuse me for a moment, do you think? You're one of them. What do you want? Father needs me. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so embarrassed. What is the matter with you? It's against the rights for us to even speak like this. I did not know that, I don't think. No one said anything like that to me, but then all this, it's very new to me, and so I thought maybe you cannot be serious. Yes, I mean, I like to laugh. I like to laugh a lot. And you? How about you? This is a Nightwing's trick. Father told me not to speak with any of you. But I have to go. Wait, Almer. Wait, I think that was your name. Was that even your name? Wait. Aw, she likes him. As you return to the wagon after besting the fate, you notice Jody tense up and frowned. Where did he go? Who? Wait, the sleeping guy? The minstrel, he's gone. You see, it is true. There is no trace of the lone minstrel who had been lying still in the corner of the wagon all this time. You join the others in the search for him outside. Your fellow exiles have revealed nothing to you of the lone minstrel or how they found him, though you sense their concern as they scour the vicinity for him. We'll worry about the minstrel, my friend. You worry about the stars. Wherever they guide us, we're going. Time to gaze on the stars once more. There we go. Everyone, we're headed back east, all the way across the valley. Towards the cairn of Hob? According to the stars, next right over here, the accursed imp here fell the mighty bone titans, Shaq's 6 shoulders. That's right, we have to risk it. What if that minstrel guy doesn't turn up by then? We shall find him, on this night or another. They continue searching for some time. However, the minstrel is nowhere to be found. After prevailing against the fate with great prowess last night, you found Jody off on her own. The sense she wants to talk about your decision to exclude her from conducting this rite. Reader, you should know that I did not expect to be relegated to being a bystander in this. I respect your decision to exclude me in this case, though at the time I did not think the others would prevail without me. A lesson learned, even at my age. Now, if you would excuse me, we shall be departing soon. She departs to check on things outside. You sense that she has no misgivings about what transpired, is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. Jody, you ain't gotta worry, I got me a brain up here. In the common room, you may review various notes and observations about your fellow exiles and their respective path towards enlightenments and the rites. Oh. Okay. As a nomad, men and women cast from the Commonwealth and stripped of name, home, and title. They came from all directions toward the Commonwealth, where at last they settled. Some of them. This past outrider ensured the high-winged remnants never flew far from the mountain's nest. Those who served on the blood border were taught to always watch the skies. Astral sign. He was born on the 29th of the 7th moon, suggesting he is devoted and faithful. One astral sign often foretells of one's disposition, strengths, and idiosyncrasies. Crime, desertion. He fled the blood border's north front without leave and did not return. As mercy guides our hand, we spare your lives, but rid ourselves of you. That's from his sentencing ceremony? Insurrection. The records state that he wished to relay Commonwealth military secrets to the enemy. In the downside, one's past tends not to be a subject for deception. Hedwin has survived for 5 years on the downside thus far. It is a life sentence. Some withstand the downside for no longer than a day or two, while many others last for many years. While serving on the blood border, by chance he had a run-in with a lone enemy harp. They each felt a powerful connection, escaped together rather than fight each other to the death, as would have been expected. He lost contact with her after their encounter and left his post in search for her. But he was caught and exiled. In the downside, he found Jodariel, who looked after him when he was a child. In time, he caught wind of an unbelievable rumor, and first heard the name of Sandalwood. So, what's demons? Former men and women who survived in exile long enough to be transformed by it. All are welcome here, save demons such as you, from the sending of Chief Physician Orliak. Past veteran, everyone served on the Commonwealth's blood border. Those who excelled remained. Clashes with the Highwing remnants are frequent. The greatest wars had passed. She is responsible for the Black Wagon's security. Her features suggest that she has lived in exile for much longer than the others. Her grim outlook and the fact that she still wears the bronze clasps at the Commonwealth blood border suggest a military background, though what she did to earn her sentence, you do not know yet. So here's a cur. Swift dog-like creatures known for their loyalty, optimism, and appreciation for the simple things. The Alpha Chiefs would later say their kind went soft no sooner than they joined the Commonwealth. There's a trafficker. Dealing with contraband for long enough can lead to making many strange acquaintances. What remains now of the Fallen Empire's old and tarnished currency is still of some value. Don't know their astral signs or anything like that. Seems to be one of the most well-connected of the masked wanderers who found you, and knows something of the land. He has a rather opportunistic disposition, and his ostentatious clothing suggests a lucrative background in the mercantile business. Even still, you do not yet know for sure what he did to earn his sentence. Let's see. So she's a savage. Men and women ostracized for their deficiencies or differences, even prior to their sentences. Also called the Moon Touch, they proved overly resistant to the principles of a lawful society. The Commonwealth never did know how to handle those who did not fit neatly into its mold. It is said that those born under Wild Moon oft lead a charmed and troubled life. She jumps really far, too. She appears to be a vagabond who has wandered the downside for some time and has somehow managed to get by. Her simple and sincere demeanor suggests she was shunned in the Commonwealth and would have been considered a savage by the standards there. She seems unusually interested in the legends of the Eight Scribes. Ah, so we know a little bit more about our homies there. There's still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jody tracks potential signs of movement east the same way you're heading. You consider where to search for him. So I go back the way we came. We're gonna go through Glue Hive. So this is about where I got to before I had to quit playing this earlier, so this is new for me. We're just gonna keep ignoring Jody until she hates us. As you travel through the Despero Spall of Glue Hive, which is the lifeless carapace of Biolanonithus still looms over the western edge of the valley. Hedwyn seems more ill at ease than usual. There's no sign of the missing minstrel. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch he must have come this way. Would that our hunches could be more dependable, but do not fear. We shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. Pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refused to say much more for now. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers, lots of them. Then what are we gonna do? They fear the scribes. Calm yourself, Ray. We shall give them a reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed, one of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rights. Hedwyn turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We just need a volunteer to go with you. I'll do it, miss. Please, you have to let me and the scribes. They will protect me. I know they will. Jody exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods at you as if to sign their approval. Ray intends to help fend off the Howlers. Well, let's prepare for him. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. shit. Oh god, they're just destroying my pyre! Is it over now at last? It is. I think it is. Oh, those poor wretched beasts. Just then, Ray spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? Hooray! Howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Ray. You find her in one piece along with an unfamiliar little face. Screehy? Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Drive-Im's standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. If you concentrate, perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The Drive-Imp seems both excited and frustrated by something. Interact to try and understand him. You sense some pattern in the Drive-Imp's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. This Drive-Imp seems to have history with your black wagon. You're beginning to understand him. The Drive-Imp recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. You can now understand this unusual Drive-Imp. The Drive-Imp seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting this creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other Drive-Imps stare at him with something like reverence. Cool. There, my little buddy. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. Your companion seems very pleased to be in the wagon. Indicates he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love for howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. He has plans to set up a nest that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounces off towards his brethren, settled in the wagon's rafter. Neat. Talking to herself, foraging for food, skinning something, sniffing the air. Well, he's not a little rights guy, so let's continue our journey. Oh, okay. An arid southern pass for the ominous cairn of Hob. Your new imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Okay. Hedwyn orders the wagon to halt somewhere in the dry flats of Jomer Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black wagon from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and dark cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out towards whomever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever is approaching, though in an almost joyous way. Tizo, it's good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than expected. He's a vulnerable Drive-Imp, who seems to know the ins and outs of Nightwing's black wagon. Oh, it's the minstrel. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns toward the rest of you. Hello, we have not met, but I know who you are or who you must be. I would return as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have. Hello indeed. You had us worried when you took off. I should not come back into a slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awaken, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? My client Sandalwood. He's your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So what now? You continue down the path. That is why I am here. When we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I shall not interfere. But I need to accompany you. Would that be alright? Hedwin and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I'm sometimes called Tariq. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. He appears to be a traveling musician, yet seems to be connected to the rites. The lone minstrel returns to the black wagon with your fellow exiles. Hey, lone minstrel's back. The Cairn of Hob is forward building in sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon at your leisure. Okay. What's up, bro? The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice it, I have served the Nightwings for some times. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. The lone minstrel nods farewell to you and steps away. I knew it was a fool's errand, but my liege, he would not listen. He instead insisted to pursue a certain treasure, a celestial orb, freshly fallen from the heavens in the reaches of the downside. He would be a living legend if only he could grasp it. Whispered in his ear that Kalmar... I'm gonna inspect that. Whispered in his ear that Kelmer Ropecaller, his elder and most trusted aide, would that I slew that man myself. He was a simple yet brilliant ruse to draw the Emperor farther still from his responsibilities and toward his greed. Thus did the Emperor begin an expedition into the Forsaken Lands. He insisted that he go himself. Oh, hey guys, fancy running into you on this side of the sand, so what can I do for you? Ron, how'd you make it all this way ahead of us? Hey, come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been such a good customer and all, is provide for you a sample of a little something you might like. Here, check this out. See, as you bought this Mooncrest thanger from me last time, why, I'm just thinking you could use this, and I got more if you want. Received a pinch of stardust. And if you want some more now, I know just the individual and his dad who can get it. Catch my meaning, yeah? Just stop on by some other time. That's a talisman. Let's do the right. You and your fellow exiles gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Hob, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All is quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere, charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty sneer. Psst. That's Barker Ashpaws. Real piece of work. Just don't make eye contact. He's a troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of the Turium Virates who stand against him. Oi, well you look at this lot. Even got one of our own, consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realise? Good to see you, Barker. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Oh, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad after we wipe the floor with you here. Don't know whose back you scratched earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm going to make sure all of you regret it, because why not? Sounds good, sounds good. The cur Barker laughs away as his pack stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling at the stars above begin to glow. These guys are some real badasses. Even their music is pretty punk rock. Goes with his mohawk.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed Cairn of Haub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against this night continue hooting and howling. Oi, come on, you lot! Let's boil some blood! Then Rookie pulls you aside. Look, sister, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You take a mental note to ask about his history with Barker whenever time permits. It's alright, Rookie. We can take care of him. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rites are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiments appears at the lone minstrel's side. Scree! Taizo seems to be volunteering to take on your adversaries, the dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rites. He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though, you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do? The little imp peers at you. He senses connection to the rites as he awaits your guidance. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader influencing Tizo might take some getting used to. He's inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks, and a mere imp. Although, no, it cannot be. And we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
What do I need to press to proceed? Hold on, I gotta get out. Ah, I'm so in my own way. Triangle. Okay. Well done as ever, Tizo. Tizo's happy to lend his support during the rites, if he could use his help. Well then, reader, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings?
Who shall conduct the rite?
Definitely gonna be bringing in her. Oh. Let's give her... Yeah, let's make her quicker. It's actually really good. Let me take this off of him. Since he's not going to be in this. Put that
Tizo.
with her.
Jodariel.
She'll be good for stopping the cur. And he already has a level. She really needs one, so I'm gonna go with her.
Pray. Very well.
Privacy shall be quick. Be ready. Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys, let's get 'em. I don't know what that accent was.
Commence. So fiercely fought. The night winds made their mark upon the plain. Oh. Their flame has died a little. There.
Ooh, damn, she jumped so far. Oh, that was close.
Your demon is
No, that was so close. Oh, and they got me both. They got them both. Oh, those fucking cur.
there. Righteous.
Boom.
Good. Tizo doused their pie.
Just gonna go ahead and fly right on in there. All right, you lot, that does it. No more fussing around, right? Me, my boys and me, we're proper angry now.
Careful now. Your adversary Pyre there seems rather fired up. Whatever shall you do against so fierce a foe?
Oh, get out of here.
Call there, no?
Oh, busted me. Get away from it. Oh, she got me. Oh, I landed right in it. Damn it. Almost. Okay.
Goodbye, Jodariel.
No, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
That ought to wake you up. Pray banished. Fear not the purifying flame. Your victory's at hand.
Oh, I landed right on it.
One to be rather angry.
Nice try. Got it.
Is done. The Night Wings prevail. Yet
Night
again.
Wings.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
The
right
He's
is
right.
Ended.
It was pretty effortless. Kraha! Tizo is excited to have prevailed in his first right with your group. Perhaps now they shall learn some humility. Well, well, I'll be a heaping ball of dung. I just can't believe you shoddy lot showed us the what for like that. My boys and I will have to take you just a tad more serious next time. Till then, you just be sure to tell old Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything, you hear?
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
Nice. Raise up. The scribes, they whisper to me. They do, from time to time. Okay, she cries. The brief charge-up time before Ray jumps or sprints is virtually eliminated. Or... the brief charge-up time before Ray can cast her aura is greatly reduced. Oh, so she can just be, like, super aggressive and just blast the hell out of people. I'm gonna go with that, because she can jump so far.
Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple imps.
Tizio feels solemn respect for the rites and all their myriad complexities. It's a deep thought for a little birdie thing. While fluttering or zipping, Taizo moves much faster than usual. Okay. If banished, Taizo drops a moon sign allies can instantly transport to from their pyre. Oh, well, that's kind of neat. Could use that pretty... I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna make more use of this, to be honest. Like, that's cool, but...
Until the next rite.
Splendid, your guidance of the Night Wings, reader. Splendid was your guidance of the Night Wings, reader. Your fellows are fortunate to have found one such as you. May you find the freedom that you seek. During the rites, exiles are instantly banished if they touch the adversary's aura. Press box to evade auras. That's right, I call it box. Not square. Come at me, bros. I know some people don't like that. After defeating the dissidents, anarchists who conduct the rites for sheer thrill. Rather decisively, you return to the wagon, recover from the night's ordeal, and figure out how best to proceed. You alright, Rookie? Think so, chum. I just need a little time. Don't count on Barker being caught up in all this. Didn't count on Barker being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is waning. Reader, would you join us outside, please? I gotta find out where the next one is. You find Jodariel and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. Seek now my destination. Millleaf, the bog star. The bog star burns bright over a fetid cavern in the flagging hands. Then it is as I feared. We are to press further north, beneath the valley of the into flagging hands, a gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside, beyond which lies the sea. A fetid sprawl of noisome, festering, unpleasant adjectives. Basically a disgusting swamp pit. The scribes are watching over us. They will protect us wherever we should go. Had you been to the flagging hands, you would not say such things. The scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of flagging hands shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. But wasn't, like, night just fading, so wouldn't dawn literally be, like, within minutes? You can tell something is troubling Rookie, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, sister, listen. I gotta level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you can see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand. I had a certain standard to uphold. So, I figured he'd be the one to ask. Then, Ruki hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him? Though, right, sister? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean, rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's gonna take care of itself, just as soon as my people send the money through. So, I'm telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. I'm sure everything on that front is gonna end up real tidy real soon. With that, he scampers off before he can respond. It seems Ruki owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you are unsure. It does sound like he owes a debt. Various scraps of things laced together with bits of ribbon and fabric, topped off with a plush fish. Tidying the rag with Ray. Tidying the rag with Tyso. What's Jody doing? Staring into the distance. He's doing the dishes. And he's just nearby. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the playthrough of Pyre here. Come back to this another time. Take a little break. I might be back a little bit later with something else. I really need to get back to Kingdom Hearts. I'm just really not looking forward to dying to that boss again and again and again and again. I really think I fucked up when I went with magic and attack and did not take defense. But we'll just have to persevere and get through it. So I haven't done it yet. I'm just not looking forward to it. Anyway, if you're watching this, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by, for watching it afterward. Appreciate you too. Don't worry. You don't have to be in the live stream for me to love you. I love you all. If you do like what I'm doing, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I should be doing differently. Let me know what I should be doing the same. You know, or just say, hey, go fuck yourself, guy. I don't really care. Do what you're gonna do. But as always, keep being beautiful people. We'll see y'all later. Bye.